In this video, we're going to be talking about the Everton man, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, a player that will probably be a dark horse this season in the Premier League. Here you can see Dominic Calvert-Lewin against Norwich at Goodison Park, and it's really effective wing play. You know, there's a Norwich player rushing towards him, trying to get the ball off him, but Dominic Calvert-Lewin just taps that ball past him and glides away from him with relative ease. Here you can see Dominic against two pink shirts, but once again he remains ice cool in possession. The way he beat the second player was superb. Just a simple clean nutmeg, just easily goes past him. Here you can see Dominic against Tottenham, and you can see that he's electric and that he is a real nightmare for defenders. Just flicks that ball past the opposing defender Eric Dyer, and there's not much that Dyer could have done about that. Here you can see Dominic in action against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and you can see from all these clips that he has more than enough quality to beat his man. It's Calvert-Lewin against Liverpool. He's on that right wing. The nutmeg just completely embarrasses the Liverpool opposing player, and then you can see from that second bit, he's not afraid to get stuck in. He's got that work rate about him, more than willing to put in a shift for his team. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's ball control, you know, his first touch, a really perfect first touch, and he brings it under control beautifully. Here you can see Everton and Calvert-Lewin playing against my team Arsenal. The ball bounces and eventually it finds its way to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and it's a really clinical finish from him. He's at the right place at the right time. It was sort of like a mini overhead kick, and yeah, it's just a brilliant finish, and you could see with the celebration that he was very happy with the goal, and rightfully so, because that finish was mad. The ball gets crossed in by another Everton player. Calvert-Lewin towers above two Bournemouth players, and it's a fantastic header from him. The way he just soared above the opposition was very impressive. Amazing jumping, and yeah, just a great header to go along with it. Eventually, the ball finds its way to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and from this clip, you can see that Dominic really is a poacher. He knows where to be inside that box. He's got that striker's instinct to always be in the right position at the right time, and he's there to pick up the pieces, scoop up the goal for Everton. On your screens here, you can see some really neat and tidy footwork from Dominic. He's got that ball well under control when it's at his feet. The Everton fullback Luca Digne whips the ball in, and it's an almighty header from Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Went straight into that top bin, and yeah, the power that he got behind that header was just insane. You can see that he's a real aerial threat in the box. He can tower over players, and he's got that sort of dominance about him in the air. You can see Dominic gets a slice of fortune here, but nevertheless, he's got the ball at his feet and he tucks it away. The ball gets played into Dominic Calvert-Lewin's feet, and he's got the flair to do the back heel, but also he's got that spatial awareness to know where his man is, the Everton teammate. So he knows where to flick the ball back to. You can see that Dominic goes for a really positive driving run through that Man U defence, and the run was so powerful and direct that it forced Victor Lindelof to bring him down, because he knew that Calvert-Lewin was posing real problems. He was a real threat to the opposition, which in this case was obviously Man United. Mason Holgate plays the ball between the lines. Dominic Calvert-Lewin's movement off the ball was just sensational, and he taps it home for Everton. Another really clinical finish. He knows where to go, the space that he needs to run into in order to exploit the opposition, and that was a perfect example of it there. Just goes into that open space and tucks it home.
Most of my niggas, they came from the struggle, we tryna eat. Young nigga winning, I came from the streets. I need some bands, find it a week. Playing with me, you end up on a t-shirt. Shawty want me, I don't need her. She